What's going on, you guys? We've been trying to get the review of the Anbernic Arc D out to you guys, and I'd like to start this video with an apology to Ambernic, solely because this was left with me. We finished shooting the video for this product, and literally the day after, I was told I had to move out of the studio, and literally we just spent the following few weeks in getting the new studio ready to a workable state, which it is now. And you know, we've had a couple of other devices and since this device, and we still haven't got this video out, so I just wanted to apologize in advance for the delay, because I got displaced literally overnight and had to set up a whole new studio, and now we're in the position where we can get this video out. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'd also like to apologize to you guys, the viewers. So here we go.
Welcome back, gamers. This is SWPL Gaming. This is
Mo,
and I'm Joel, as you know. A little bit late to the party with this bad boy. We've got this review unit which Ambernic were kind enough to send to us. This is the Ambernic Arc D, and it also came with a case as well, which is pretty cool. The reason why it took so long for us to get this is because we had some delivery issues and kids trying to steal packages. It was crazy, but we got to the bottom of it. We got the unit now, so that's great. What's your thoughts on this so far, just looking at it? What are you saying, seeing?
for me, I've always been a Nintendo fanboy.
Is it?
So seeing a Sega inspired machine, it's not the top of my list, and just looking at it, my thumb still hurts from the memories of the Mega Drive.
See,
But I know people who love this controller.
I'm one of those people.
Mm.
So my preferred console back in those days, yeah, I had the Super Nintendo, but I mostly used the Mega Drive. It just the type of games that were on there.
Mm.
But even when you fast forward, we've had various companies like Blaze and some others that have made these like sort of handheld Mega Drive systems, which they were okay, but there was something missing, which I'm pretty sure now that Ambernic have found their way to fill in those sort of gaps right there. We've had tributes to Game Boys with various different designs and sort of styles. We've had the Super Nintendo type thing with the screen here. And now I guess it's time for, what, Sega Saturn stroke Mega Drive.
Yeah, Sega's time to shine.
Yeah. So quickly, let's just jump into the case. They're starting to send these really cool cases out now. So the case is pretty big, so that will tell you that the device isn't particularly small. So I'm thinking it's going to be chunky.
Mm.
And you can see there's some sort of recessed bits in there where it's just going to fit in.
So for the grips and stuff.
Yeah,
That looks nice.
It's going to yeah, it's all right, man. I mean,
But going through the Ambernic cases, you know, this one looks a bit budget. It's just flat, straight. And seeing how they've iterated with every new handheld since, this is looking like a pretty good case.
yeah, well, what they've done here as well is if you got the case with the 405V, it's very similar in terms of it slots right in. It's got a sort of compartment
similar
for where
design.
the grips go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Ambernic, when you're making cases, keep doing stuff like this. It fits in nice and
It
snug.
goes a long way.
Yeah, I'm not sure what colour this is because I haven't seen it or opened it up out of the box yet, so I don't know. But from what I'm seeing here, this particular colour combination, I'm not really sure about the red on it, but it reminds me of the greys.
Look similar, the grey and the reds.
The greys, but that reminds me of the Japanese Sega Saturn, because I swear it had these kind of colored buttons as well. That's what that reminds me of. Which I wasn't lucky enough to get my hands on one, but now that I'm an adult, I could probably buy a bunch of them now. So, but yeah. So hey man, do the honors. Let's get straight in.
I'll get the honours this time. Come on.
Just get it out of there. And they've gone for a black box this time.
They've gone for black. This is different.
Yeah.
I'm used to the icon. Let me try again.
Keep that in.
I'm used to the iconic white packaging.
I'm tired of seeing that packaging now, man. I want to see something different. So yeah, I'm gonna keep mixing it up. Or what happened to that guy on the what device was it? Was it the? Oh, it was sort of the Game Boy Micro looking device on the box. It had this little Mario looking guy that was sort of hunched over. Bring him back.
Yeah. So in the box we've got USB-C cable. Got the handheld. Anything else? Yeah.
What is in there?
Screen protector.
Always good.
Manual. Wet and dry wipes and micro SD card, which probably have the games.
Yeah,
and that's 128 gig.
So we've got 128 gig worth of goodies on there. Good.
So shall I pass this part over to you?
Send it my way. I'm seeing it's still in the packet plastic, but I'm seeing blacks on there. Hey yo, yeah, this looks alright, innit? Let me just move up here a bit more. Yeah, this looks quite clean. It's nice and lightweight, but comfortable in the hands for sure. Yeah. I like the display on there. The bezels are not too big as well. That D-pad, a little bit sharper than on a Mega Drive controller. I don't think it's going to be an issue with regards to usability. But when I say sharp, I mean like the way the movement on there, it sort of cuts. Whereas the Mega Drive, it was a lot more slick.
The Mega Drive being really sharp.
But I see what they're going for. They're literally going for the Mega Drive feel. Alright, so while I've got it up anyway, let's just have a tour around the device itself. So on the front, as you can see, the D-pad here, you've got your front face firing speakers, which are cool. I believe that's a LED. Select, start. And much like the Sega Saturn pads or the improved Mega Drive pads, you got your A, B, C, X, Y, and Z. On the sides, pretty bare, there's nothing there. At the bottom, you got your headphone jack and your SD card slots. And right in here, you got a little pinhole for your reset button. That's always handy to have. At the top, you've got your R1, R2. What else you got there? You got your power, your volume rocker, function, HDMI output capabilities, your OTG port, and your charging port, which are Type C as well. So that's very cool. And then you've got your L1 and L2. And then on the back, Ambernic, model number as you normally would see. This is the Arc D. Arc D, this is the variant that will allow you to use Linux and Android. I'm more of an Android user myself. I mean, how are you finding the differences between Android and Linux? What do you prefer?
I think if I want to just game Android, if I don't mind tinkering, I'd prefer Linux.
Yeah, like it's sort of just ready. When it's done right, it's sort of just ready-made and there for you. At the same time, I don't mind doing the little fiddly bits with Android at times. I find some performances are really good with that on certain systems.
The Arc D has the RK3566 RTX A55 processor running at 1.8 GHz. It's a quad-core 64-bit processor. It's got 2 gigs of RAM, 16 GB TF card, and a 32 GB on board. 3500 milliamp hour battery, and it comes with 20 plus emulators. It runs Android 11, has Bluetooth 4.2, comes in an array of colours. This particular version is the Arc D, which is the dual boot version. You do have the Arc S, which is a single boot. So you've got a 4-inch IPS touchscreen running at a resolution of 640 by 680. The dual boot version comes in either grey or black, but the single boot version has the sexier black transparent and blue transparent colours. My favourite is the black transparent, but it's a shame you can't mix and match. You can connect your favourite Bluetooth controller and connect it to the TV, giving you a home console feel. Let's go, Mr. Driver. I've been wanting to play this game for a long time. Ah, how did I fall off? Let's try Street Fighter on the Sega Saturn. Street Fighter wasn't Acclaim. Oh, this was the movie. Yeah, Acclaim can't make Street Fighter. So I'm not sure what to expect of Killer Instinct on N64 because we don't have the analog. So I didn't think this was going to be that great,
but it's not too bad.
So yeah, my thoughts on the Arc D. I think that it's a great way to pay homage to Mega Drive and Sega Saturn. It feels great. It feels comfortable. It's lightweight, but it still feels really comfortable and durable for what it is. I think that's great. Me personally, I would just stick on a bunch of platformers and beat 'em ups on this thing. That it will be good for that. That's what I would probably do. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I see myself putting Streets of Rage and Sonics.
Killing it with it,
That's
yeah.
it. Nothing else.
Well, you got
Um,
got access to the Play Store, so
but,
we could literally
yeah.
just throw on some Streets of Rage 4. That's gonna play on that.
yeah. But I mean, this. The only thing that I could say is I'd expect this device to feel heavier. It feels like the battery's missing. You know, when you pick up something and then it comes with separate batteries, you got to put them in. This feels like you haven't put the batteries in, but obviously it's a built-in battery.
So what we're saying is we could do with a little bit of extra weight on that one just to give it more of a robust feel, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But then if you're gonna be, this is really comfortable.
Mm.
When you compare it to sort of Super Nintendo size, you don't have that
Yeah.
bottom corner, the
Do you know what I mean?
PlayStation hooks, I call them. But this one just feels so comfortable. So I could see myself having long sessions on this.
Yeah, for sure. One thing I forgot to mention though is I like the fact that they do have like sort of layered triggers on top. So they've sort of gone away from the triggers on side by side and more stacked, which that's pretty cool. So yeah, Ambernic, great job on that, paying homage to Sega. We definitely needed one of those. In all fairness, for their first Sega like handheld, they did a great job of it, which in my opinion was better than what Blaze done and some of those other. I think they were just called Blaze, weren't they?
I think so, yeah.
They did a great job with that. So yeah.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We've got a very special video coming up next. So if you want to see the next handheld, that's going to be all the rage. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, yes.
We've been doing a bunch of stuff in and out of this, which you're probably going to see some videos on that as well. We've made some changes. So yeah, just for you guys and for us a bit.